Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel, Love and Light Tarot. I started reading and I was interrupted. I just honestly wanted to show you my crazy hair before I straighten it. It'll be all beautiful once it's straightened. It's kind of crazy right now, and I love it though. Like, not everybody can have crazy hair, you know? So, love your crazy hair. Anyways, these fell out like this. I obviously am putting them upright back in the deck. We're gonna see if they come out again. This is a love reading. It's someone who's been waiting. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or you're waiting on a water sign counterpart. I have some cards here that fell. Rainbow. So I'm gonna pick them up and put them back. Offer coming. Ooh. Not a fan of this card, but I was feeling it in the energy. That's my bad intentions card. Someone has bad intentions for you. Oh, or bad intentions against your union. That could be why this reading needs to come out. Be kind to me. I've been hurting without you. And who is that? No words. Someone isn't speaking to this person. Younger person. They could be younger than you. Ooh, Divine Feminine. And Twin Flame. Nightmares, abundance, I love you. Someone's scared to be abundant with love, possibly towards their twin flame, their divine feminine. Separation, I was feeling that. Someone isn't communicating. Time out. Always, always, always on this journey, whenever we are in time out, it is because we need to fix something within ourselves. Wow, twin flames. That was at the bottom. I just picked up this card, but what is this? When it comes to the matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. And what is this one? Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Also, I'm remembering in the mermaid cards, trust or truth and it was truth and I'll know the mermaid when I see her. Memories? No, it was dreaming. Where is dreaming? I'm pretty sure it was truth and dreaming that we're on the floor and maybe they're not even in the deck anywhere. There's dreaming, yeah, and there's truth. So these two were on the floor, they fell. And then I just put them back and shuffled it, but I was just remembering I don't know if that's linked to this, only because I saw the dreaming. I'm dreaming of you. The sun is there. Fulfill. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Cups. They fell into my lap. Equal give and take between options. Somebody, I'm feeling like this man is looking at her, and this is the forgiveness. This is, or looking straight at you, and then she's like eyes closed, almost sad, and her heart's on, or the star across her heart is on fire. But it looks like the wings are his. So he could be coming to guide you. He could be coming to help you. This part of being separate is for you. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I thought all my cards were in the uprights, and most of them are, but the Lovers fell and the Justice flipped, with the Hierophant and the Three of Cups in reverse at the very bottom. But the rest of the deck, I'm telling you, oh, the Nine of Cups is in reverse. Okay, I see, I'm peeking the Tower. I think that's what that is right there. Yeah, that's the Tower. The Nine of Pentacles, oh yeah, you can read it on the bottom there, the Tower. The Nine of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Tower, upright, the Three of Cups in reverse, with the Justice and the Lovers. I feel like there is something that's going to be balanced between two people here. I feel like there is a commitment between two in the spiritual realm that it's making its way to the physical, and on its way, as it's grounding itself, things are shifting big time. And it could be because of the separation and the fact that your connection is so powerful, it's going to bring other people together. I'm feeling it's going to heal a lot of individuals so they can shift into their Tower moments, so that they can find their happiness and be enlightened, because the shift isn't just for the one couple. The shift takes place, and then there's ripples of couples. So I'm noticing that. I'm seeing that, actually. I'm seeing the unions come in. I'm seeing in real time something about Christmas time as well. I don't know what's been coming through about that King of Pentacles behind the Hierophant. There's someone who is officially stable within their finances, who is now finding stability in their faith. And as they grow in their stability, in their knowledge, in their wisdom, in their purpose, they realize things. They realize the injustices they've put into this connection, as well as themselves. So I feel though like the self-work is done. Like I feel like the self-work is complete within them. Or they feel that way, like there's a strong stubbornness about it being done. And what is this one? Yeah, the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Wow, that's interesting, because they weren't all mixed like this, but apparently some are. I'm gonna have to straighten them out. But he's gotten clarity about what work needs to be done and where seeds need to be planted, what grass he wants to help. He realizes there's heavy burdens from walking away. The Empress in the reverse could be the person who he wanted to inspire him, but he didn't sail forward to accomplish that. He didn't listen to the spirit. He didn't believe that pigs could fly and take that opportunity, and he dropped that connection. That was the injustice that was done. It's so interesting that it came out that way. Okay. There's something about the self-love was very, very hard, because there's a balance within his home life that had to take place, that had to shift. There's a broken heart that needed to be healed from, because there was emotional stability he had to move towards. But that came with a lot of strength within himself, overcoming his fears, his abandonment wounds, transforming, you becoming, both becoming this high priestess energy. Still, okay, as I go through, and I'm fixing what's upside down now, so I can shuffle properly and read them all, hopefully in the upright direction. But King of Wands could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, don't have to be. Also, I'm feeling Gemini, Libra. I'm feeling air energy. And with this moon here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, we also had the King of Pentacles. So all signs, love reading. Eight of Wands is in the upright. There's something, what? Weren't they flipped? Now they're in the upright? Right? Wow. The Devil, the Eight of Wands, the King of Wands, the Emperor, the Page of Swords. As I was going through, I swear they were flipped, and maybe I already flipped them. So it was the Ace of Pentacles and the Devil. And this Ace of Pentacles is so beautiful. I feel like this was an offer given by the Devil to distract you. There was some offer given to somebody else. I'm remembering a specific person. I don't want to attach them to that energy, but yeah. The Devil might send you someone really good looking. So good looking, like perfectly your type. Just to test you. Just to test you. And what are you gonna do about it? You're gonna go through a karmic cycle? Probably. This, to me, yeah. I think they did too. Oh, Lord. Anyways, he's been spying on you, holding on to you, having conflict within himself about moving forward. There's been other options. They're keeping him bored. And now I'm seeing the Knight of Wands in the reverse and the Hangman in the reverse. So there has been a need for action and a need for getting a new perspective. I feel like that is happening now. That all this had to happen for that shift to take place, for them to take action on you, for them to see you as someone who requires them to be strong. I'm seeing they took the wrong path again. I'm seeing they acted a fool and went towards a water sign, possibly, who caused them a lot of heavy burdens, but it enlightened them, and that's when they got their finances right. They saw things clearly where the work needed to be put in. They got to see, if this isn't them choosing another path, all of a sudden, this is them all of a sudden giving up the heavy burden of not believing you are their wish fulfillment, that you bring them the most love, that they intuitively know and see you, and then them acting a fool to come towards you. What's behind the Hierophant? Yeah, the King of Pentacles. It's that story of, now that I've flipped them all in the upright here, let me show you. The Nine of Swords, the walking away from the Empress, inspired them to move forward and balance things and believe wishes do come true, and that they're gonna juggle you. That bugs me. They're gonna juggle, but that's how they keep their finances, I believe. I don't know. Let's do a reading. We're like 15 minutes in. Haven't. Oh, there's some in my Okay, let's see. Let's make sure they're all in the upright and get the story behind it. The Four of Swords in the reverse is refusing to heal using deception, refusing to go within. This is like going out all the time and giving nothing good to anybody because you're refusing to do your healing. This being in the reverse is there was no wish fulfillment coming true from that. The Five of Swords is being manipulated within your own mind, I'm feeling, possibly by all of these materialistic people who were just false starts, unrequited love, not really giving any love, not really leading anywhere good, actually holding you back from succeeding or having a marriage, partnership, union, possibly with a Gemini, or I mean air sign, Aquarius, Libra, I almost said Sagittarius, but Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I already said Gemini, that's fine. Signs that have stuck out to me during this, just turning all the cards back into the right ups and downs, was Capricorn. Aries, Leo, Sag, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Also Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, all of them. Yeah, they all stood out to me in this reading. So that could be also because of mixing with so many energies. I was thinking about this too. Mixing, them mixing, you mixing. This, I feel, is a union. This is a 10 of Cups. There's 10 cups here. Someone did all of the self-love within themselves. Someone got all of their emotional needs fulfilled, and still they wanted each other, right? And still there was a I want to be with you. Sorry if that's loud. I'm not. Hold on. Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups. Someone's been thinking, someone's been possibly finding education, either through meditation or walking or hiking or just sitting outside by the beach, by some water. I'm remembering this or seeing this like it's like a metal, it's got holes in it type of thing. I don't know. It's like, oh yeah, like by the trains, or like where the trains go. I don't know. Let's see. Oh. Did we mix them up? No, we did not. Good. We have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Wands, and she wanted to like get on top of him. Could be who he's going towards is people that he finds very attractive, very good looking, kind of mystical maybe. He's being a Prince Charming, or she. The challenge is these good looking people, I'm feeling. is that it's very hard not to be charming and want to be around them. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, they're facing judgment for this. You're facing judgment for this because you're connected to them. Your judgment looks different. The connection is draining you, I feel. It's pulling you and you're disconnecting, and the more you're disconnecting, he's being pulled towards you. It's not that you're disconnecting, it's that you're being able to accept it, forgive him, release him, and go on your path to your better self. I'm seeing so many women. I even blocked out the man's face in this when I put them on the table. So you're not focused on men right now. You're not. If the feminine is watching, she's not focused on men. If the masculine's watching, he's focused on women. Possibly you, but I'm seeing a circle of how he gets himself right. He feels kind of lonely, sad, missing or empty, missing a piece. Goes after who's attractive, ends up having to do healing, and they're finding healing through perfecting this work within themselves each time they've done one of these cycles. Also, I'm feeling that if there is no other women involved, but I'm seeing all different shapes and sizes here, colors, everything. Then it's like exploring these ideas of what could be on paper. Like physically, they could be taking down notes about what it is they want, what it is they don't want, and realizing that that list has to be flipped onto them. Like, whatever you want in a partner, you should be doing all those things. That requires a lot of work, and I'm seeing moon cycles, I'm seeing months, and maybe that was what's taking so long, right? The strength to do this, yes, very strong, very in the environment is the Knight of Swords, in the heart space is the Nine of Swords. Placing you or them into perspective is the Leo card, and we're in Leo season. And the final outcome is justice in the upright. So they are bringing you justice. What's the hidden energy? The Tower, the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. I mean, I didn't need to go that far. We could have just kept these two and it would have been like, this is a tower happening in their lives and then having a stable, happy home, but that's not what's going on. There is a tower within a stable, happy home because of equal give and take has not been happening. Someone's walking away and they're incredibly heartbroken. We did the whole, it's the whole story, right? I went through the whole deck. There's the Four of Wands. They're taking the leap of faith or action. Maybe it's not the whole story. Maybe that was the past and this is the future, right? Oh, she fell on the floor. So there's this timeless story about how they're already in a union with someone else and the masculine has to choose the feminine and walk away and take, and it's not always the case. I've seen it actually in multiple cases where they were not seeing anybody else. Actually, almost all of them, they came correct. Every time they came correct. So I'm here to address this. If you're in a relationship with someone, you should be faithful to that person and to yourself. And if you are not happy, get out of it. But there is this narrative here where someone is in a relationship that they're unhappy in because there's not equal give and take, and they want to get out, but it's going to break their heart and the other person's heart. So then or there's this tower moment around wanting the family aspect, wanting the equal give and take, and being broken heart because they haven't found this person. All they've found is women who want their money, want their income. They found gold diggers, but what energy are they putting out? They're sifting through women to find their match. And not in every case, this is general, right? And this is for all of the signs. So this is multiple possibilities. Yeah, but there is communication going forward, something they've thought and planned out. Still acting with their penis. I say that and then the Queen of Cups comes up. The King of Wands, Fire, Aries, Leo, Sag, and the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be a fire sign and a water sign that this person might be abandoning, or they're juggling, but there's a completion to this cycle. Ace of Wands, there's a passionate new beginning that is a secret that transformed them. Oh my gosh. The Ace of Wands, the Moon, the Death card, and the Empress? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is such a huge start. I need to know what's next. And I all came out after the World. Someone who they're spying on, it's been heavy burdens. The Emperor. He's been spying and watching you celebrate while he's been leveling up, making choices that transform him. He's been seeing things at nighttime too. I'm feeling this spying, looking at the sky, connecting with the energy. He could be gifted like you, like in the form of, if you can read energy, he can read energy. It's crazy, but it's here. It's here that he's a direct equal of yours. Yeah. There could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius who has to choose herself to find her abundance. Yeah, she could be stuck in her head about a loving man, about a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, being one of the options, one of the most solid options. And there is a spiritual union between these two, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio male. And I feel like this could be telling you about me. Well, I resonate with this piece of this message. Because my son's dad was a Scorpio. And I'm a Gemini and air sign. I just noticed she's got a purple shirt on. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. You see that? Purple reminds me of my grandmother, my great-grandmother. The Two of Wands is waiting energy. So obviously that's around. There's this time out, separation, waiting. Four of Swords, healing yourself, getting inspired, something on your destined path has you feeling like you're not fulfilling that role. You're not, but you got to be careful about what's in your head. You have to be careful about the lack mindset, because you're going to manifest from it if you choose that. So having the idea that everything is for you, nothing has been done to you, it's all for you. And you have to release the new beginning that didn't grow into anything. Oh, wow. You have to release the idea of this emotional fulfillment, or else once you do all this work and you release this and you start manifesting from a good place, that's when this something tangible you can hold on to, a brand new start that grows into a love fulfillment happens. Something you can fight for, something that brings you it's funny, there he is again. The Five of Wands is a conflict over a passionate new start that puts you in the spotlight. It could be a masculine, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, who or Virgo, who's gone within himself, Chariot to Cancer, to move forward, sail away. This could be you and him leaving. This could be you and this masculine who could be a father already. The Pentacles doesn't mean he has to be that sign that's attached to, but it can be a masculine who has his shit together in the form of money. He has stability. He is someone who's very loyal. Wow, there's the Lovers. After that, Six of Swords and the Chariot and the Hermit. The Chariot, the Seven of this. It could be a Gemini that they're moving towards. Someone who is they are protected. You are protected. This is something that has been attacked. It has been. The attacks were possibly mentally, to put you into this mind space of you don't deserve this justice, you would never be enough, you're not good enough, da 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 da. So once you achieve this protection state that you're both in, that's when the new beginning starts. That's when the memories bring them in, the dreams could bring them in. And then they have to be cutthroat and honest about where their new beginning is, about where their happiness is. That's why the King of Swords shows up. But you see how the genders, the kings and queens, flowed through this very naturally in the form of either one could be. The masculine energy would show up and it could have been the feminine. Like it could have been, the roles intertwine, they interswitch in certain places, and you have to apply it to your story. I'm just noticing that, because I feel like how the Queen of Swords showed up earlier, this King of Swords could very well be another indication of my energy. It doesn't have to be, but it could be the state that I'm in this part of this story. So like I said, take it where it fits. If you're in your masculine energy and you feel like in that time you fit there, that's fine. Yeah, we had the Two of Cups and the star after the. This is a beautiful reading. This is beautiful for these cards to be in this order. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. The Ace of Swords, the truth gets spoken, clarity is seen, the happiness, the enlightenment of where love is, a wish come true. It could be Aquarius, doesn't have to be, it could be a Leo. coming together. This is so beautiful. And then what do we have at the very bottom? Well, I don't like that. No, 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 no. That's because it's bringing us right up to date. The Devil, the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Hangman, the Nine of Wands, the Temperance, and the Five of Swords. This is somebody is a wounded warrior because of the deception between the work. Could be something that Spirit is unveiling to you about the workplace. There being deception. Could be around a Pisces, doesn't have to be. Could be a Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. Could be a Capricorn, doesn't have to be. But these energies are here where somebody went back and forth, possibly between someone at work and someone at work. I was gonna say home, someone at home. So maybe someone's close to their home, or they've taken them home, or you are their home. Either way. They could have been using work as a distraction in an obsessive way, working obsessively, because it was how they continued to lie, how they continued to keep their perspective stuck, keep them from being. But this is hurting you. Like, this is hurtful. This is a spiritual lesson that you're overcoming, and angels were there to help you, to manipulate you. Because remember, the final outcome is the justice. So if angels are manipulating you and pushing you and making you go this way, then just sit along and be your King of Pentacles self, your Hermit self. Get the wisdom from the lesson that they're pushing you through, they're guiding you through. It's just a journey, right? It's a human journey. You're on it, you're learning. Thanks for spending time with me on my channel. I actually want to read from the Bible for today. Is it August 2nd? It is. It says Esther 5:1-6:14. Now it came about on the third day that Esther put on her royal robes and stood in the inner court of the king's palace in front of the king's rooms. And the king was sitting on his royal throne in the throne room, opposite the entrance to the palace. When the king saw Esther, the queen, standing in the court, she obtained favor in his sight. And the king extended to Esther the golden scepter which was in his hand. So Esther came near and touched the top of the scepter. Then the king said to her, "What is troubling you, Queen Esther, and what is your request? Even to half of the kingdom it shall be given to you." Esther said, "If it pleases the king, may the king and Haman come this day to the banquet that I have prepared for him." Then the king said, "Bring Haman quickly, that we may do as Esther desires." So the king and Haman came to the banquet which Esther had prepared. As they drank her wine at the banquet, the king said to Esther, "What is your petition? For it shall be granted to you. And what is your request? Even to half of the kingdom it shall be done." So Esther replied, "My petition and my request is if I have found favor in the sight of the king, and if it pleases the king to grant my petition and do what I request, may the king and Haman come to the banquet which I will prepare for them, and tomorrow I will do as the king says." Then Haman went out that day glad and pleased of heart. But when Haman saw Mordecai in the king's gate, and that he did not stand up or tremble before him, Haman was filled with anger against Mordecai. Haman controlled himself, however, went to his house and sent for his friends and his wife Zeresh. Then Haman recounted to them the glory of his riches and the number of his sons, in every instance where the king had magnified him, and how he had promoted him above the princes and servants of the king. This is life lessons. If it pleases the king, may the king and Haman come this day to the banquet that I have prepared for him. Esther demonstrates, as well as anyone in Scripture, the wisdom of God's word when it tells us to honor those who deserve honor, such as the king. God honors us when we honor his word. God often uses a restless spirit to get a person's attention. After Haman tricked King Ahasuerus into... Oh, okay, I didn't get to that part. The Haman recounted to them the glory of his riches and the number of his sons, and every instance where the king had magnified him, and how he had promoted him above the princes and servants of the king. Haman also said, "Even Esther the queen, let no one but me come with the king to the banquet which she had prepared, and tomorrow also I am invited by her with the king. Yet all of this does not satisfy me. Every time I see Mordecai, the Jew, sitting at the king's gate." Then Zeresh his wife and all his friends said to him, "Have a gallows 50 cubits high made, and in the morning ask the king to have Mordecai hanged on it. Then go joyfully with the king to the banquet." And the advice pleased Haman, so he had the gallows made. During that night the king could not sleep, so he gave an order to bring the book of records, the chronicles, and they were read before the king. It was found written that Mordecai had reported concerning Bigthana and Teresh, two of the king's eunuchs who were doorkeepers, that they had sought to lay hands on King Ahasuerus. The king said, "What honor or dignity has been bestowed on Mordecai for this?" Then the king's servants who attended him said, "Nothing has been done for him." So the king said, "Who is in the court?" Now Haman had just entered the outer court of the king's palace in order to speak to the king about hanging Mordecai on the gallows, which he had prepared for him. The king's servants said to him, "Behold, Haman is standing in the court." And the king said, "Let him come in." So Haman came in, and the king said to him, "What is it to be done for the man whom the king desires to honor?" And Haman said to himself, "Whom would the king desire to honor more than me?" This is crazy. Let's see, Psalm 90, 1-6. A prayer of Moses, the man of God. Lord, you have been our dwelling place in all generations. Before the mountains were born, or you gave birth to the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. You turn back into dust and say, "Return, O children of men." Scorpio. Return, O children of men. For 1,000 years in your sight are like yesterday when it passes by, or as a watch in the night. You have swept them away like a flood, they fall asleep. It says, God, take quickly the robes and the horse as you have said, and do so for Mordecai the Jew. God loves to use for good what men intend for evil. In doing so, he shows that he alone is sovereign. So that shows up too. Whenever someone has tried to hurt you and you are with God, he protects you. He keeps you safe. I love you. Later.